Okay, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? I wore my camouflage today. Got this shirt from a friend of mine. But we got sort of tagged by Really Big Monkey1. And I want to get involved with his tag. He says he's going to put our screen names, our names on his YouTube video. So I want to show you my cook set, which isn't much, but I'm doing a little bit different than Really Big Monkey. He likes to totally bushcraft, I believe. He doesn't do a lot of long hiking. Well, I do. I like to go down into the very large camping areas and do hiking there. And I like to do the Appalachian Trail, as I've shown on my previous videos. So I'm going to show you my cook set that I take with me that serves me quite well. All right, let me get this a little closer, set up, and I'll be right back to you. Stand by. Okay, let's start with the basics. First of all, you all should remember my tree stove. It's the rack that I put up in the tree so that I don't have to keep bending over, stooping to do my cooking. Well, everything I have here on the table, which is I'm going to show you my cooking stuff, will fit on this and make it easier on me. All right, let's start with what I cook in. I have two areas here, two items that I do all my cooking in. First of all, you all know I'm retired military. You saw my flag behind me. So the old Army mess kit is something that I swear by. This works quite a few different ways. Not only can you cook in it, but when you hook it up the right way, you've got yourself a dish and a dish for your food. So I like using this for frying, use this for doing trout up in the mountains when we catch them up there wild, which again you probably saw on one of my videos of the long hike that we did at Camp Shikellamy Boy Scout Camp up along the Appalachian Trail. That's my biggest pot. 90% of the time, I gotta go get my food. 90% of the time, the food that I make, if I don't catch trout or don't get a wild animal, is this right here. This is the titanium S-bit pot. It is marked off on the inside as to how much fluid is in there. I'm very happy with this. I do all my cooking in this because 90% of the time it's either water or soup. I also have my cup, which I have Gorilla Tape around it that keeps it cool so you can hold it, and it gives you the extra Gorilla Tape you need. Plus, it has a nice little drinking cup with it so that I can use this for cooking, this for eating the soup, and this for drinking. Don't need much more than that in my case. Don't know if everybody knows what this is, but this comes right out of the dryer. It's a fire starter if I ever want to make a fire. And being that I store it in a double-walled container, like so, it stays extra dry. Plus this fits inside of here, and then of course it's got a lid, but the lid stays in the bottom of the bag where I transport it. That's my cooking stuff. Now here's what I cook in it. Stand by. So I got off the subject a little bit, but I wanted to show you that everything that I make out there in the woods is usually done with this small pot right here. So let's start at the top. First thing in the morning, sausage gravy. Gets you going. Got that little bit of pepper in there that you can feel it and taste it. Supper time. A good meal. All you do is boil water. You add 3/4 cup of boiling water. You let it sit for 4 minutes. You stir it. Heat it up. Put a little bit more water in it. In my case, I like it thinner. And then you let it sit to 8-9 minutes. You could eat it right out of here. So all you've done is got one item, had water in it, which is clean. Vegetable soup. It's dry. It's a good lunch, along with the camper's favorite, ramen noodles. Now, You can go for supper meals, back to supper. We're talking chili with mac, right there. Chili and mac with beef. Then, supper meal. Here we go with something I can put in the frying pan if I wanted to. Slice it up real thin, make it like bacon. Or the old Vienna sausages. I mean, these could be boiled. You can eat them right out of the can. Does not matter. We're actually talking about what gets made in my cook stove in comparison to 10 different cook stoves that I guess this video is supposed to be about. But I like putting my Spam in here, put some trout around the outside, put an onion in the middle with it. You got yourself a meal that you cannot believe. Of course, your silverware. I don't think Really Big Monkey, Dave, you didn't mention silverware at all, or you did it real small. But everything I need in silverware is right there. I got 2 forks, 2 for cooking, a fork and a spoon, and then 2 for eating. As you can see, most of my stuff is freeze-dried. So it's very easy to boil water and have yourself a very nutritious meal. What I use for heating them and cooking them is the Peak stove that goes right on the small canister, or the MSR Pocket Rocket, which I have adapted it to fit on my tree stand. As you can see, the holders of the pot are not all the way up to the top where they would be like here to hold a pot. I have mine down so that this fits right on my tree stand. So that's part of my cooking stuff. All this stuff fits into my rucksack extremely well, and I'll tell you what, it's really protected. I'll put this in later. But that's it. He wanted a cook equipment, pots and pans. That's what I go with. It's very simple, very easy, very, very light, being that it's freeze-dried. There's no water that you need to carry in these things to add more to your weight. You carry it either in your canister on your hip, or I use the platypus or the bag in the rucksack, which carries about 3 liters of water. Plus I got the filter, so instead of using my drinking water, I can use water out of a creek, filter it, and then boil it, which is just as good and safe. So, still got the hat on though. That's it for my portion of my cookware. It's not much. I don't take much unless I'm in my camper, and then I go for broke. I've got all the frying pans, the copper pans, the baking pans. Oh, talking about baking, I forgot to mention something. Being that you have a double-walled situation, you can make corn muffins. Now in here, you've got to have an egg to work with this. I can put an egg inside here and it's protected. It's not going to break. Surround it with that material I have in there, the dryer stuff, flint. I'm really thinking hard today. The stuff from the dryer. Anyways, this takes an egg and it says milk, but I've done it with water and powdered milk that I use for my coffee, and it came out fine. So yes, you can make this out in the woods with what I have here. They come out surprisingly good. So that's it for my short video today. It's looks like a 5-minute video. Stay safe, keep strong, and you will return. Thanks for watching. Bye.